Chapter 1. Ava Monroe's entire career was built on order. Rules existed for a reason, and in her 5 years as HR manager at Brightwell & Company, she had made it her mission to enforce every single one, no exceptions. No special treatment. No nonsense, which is why Ryan Carter was her personal nightmare morning, sunshine. Ryan strolled into the break room with his usual overconfident swagger, grabbing the last cup of coffee just as Ava reached for it. She narrowed her eyes. "That was mine." Ryan took a slow sip, smirking. "You snooze, you lose, Monroe." Ava inhaled sharply, counting to 10 in her head. Murder was, unfortunately, not an HR-approved solution. Ryan Carter had been a thorn in her side since his first day as the head of marketing. He was good at his job, annoyingly so, but he had an ego bigger than the company itself. He also seemed to have no regard for rules, whether it was turning in paperwork late, casually ignoring the dress code, or, most infuriatingly, flirting his way out of trouble. She refused to be one of his victims. "You still owe me those budget reports," she said, crossing her arms. Ryan leaned against the counter, all effortless charm. "Relax, boss. You'll get them." Ava gritted her teeth. "I am not his boss. The deadline was yesterday. Deadlines are flexible." "In what world?" Ryan grinned. "In mine." Ava snatched her emergency granola bar from her bag and turned to leave. She had actual work to do, and she wasn't about to waste another minute arguing with Brightwell & Company's most insufferable employee. But just as she stepped into the hall, her phone buzzed with an email from the CEO's office. Subject: urgent. Company restructuring and new project assignment. Ava clicked it open and felt her stomach drop. Effective immediately, Ava Monroe, HR, and Ryan Carter, marketing, will be co-leading the company-wide integration project. She reread it. Then reread it again. Surely this was some kind of mistake. From behind her, Ryan's deep chuckle sent a shiver down her spine. "Well, sunshine, looks like we're gonna be spending a lot of time together." Ava closed her eyes. This was her worst nightmare. Chapter 2. Ava stared at the email like it had personally betrayed her. Co-leading a project with Ryan Carter, this was some kind of punishment. Before she could process the full horror of her situation, her boss, Mr. Davenport, called her into his office. Ryan, of course, was already there, lounging in a chair like he had nowhere better to be. "Ah, good," Mr. Davenport said, gesturing for her to sit. "I assume you've seen the email." Ava sat as far from Ryan as possible. "Yes, sir. I just have some concerns." Ryan smirked. "Shocking." Ava shot him a glare before turning back to Davenport. "With all due respect, sir, HR and marketing don't exactly have compatible approaches. I don't see how we'd make an efficient team." Ryan stretched out his legs, looking infuriatingly relaxed. "She means she doesn't want to work with me." Ava clenched her jaw. "I mean that structure and efficiency matter in a company-wide project." Ryan grinned. "And I mean that people matter more than rules." Davenport sighed like he had expected this. "Which is exactly why I paired you two together." Ava's stomach sank. Ryan looked mildly intrigued. "Oh." Davenport continued, "Ava, you're great at keeping things organized and compliant, but you're not exactly flexible." Ava frowned. "I and Ryan," Davenport turned to him, "you're fantastic at big ideas and motivation, but you tend to, wing it a little too much." Ryan grinned. "Some might say that's my charm." Davenport ignored that. "So, this project, it needs both of you. HR and marketing working together to seamlessly integrate the company's new departments." Ava kept her face neutral, but internally, she was spiraling. Davenport wasn't just giving them a project, he was giving them a 6-month-long forced collaboration. "You'll be meeting daily," Davenport added. "And I expect updates every week." Ava exhaled sharply. "Understood." Ryan shot her a sideways glance. "Looking forward to it, partner." Ava was not 0.6 months with Ryan Carter. Ava Monroe had survived many things: strict HR policies, difficult employees, and even her terrible ex, but she had a sinking feeling that this project might be her toughest battle yet. Chapter 3. Ava arrived at the conference room 10 minutes early, armed with a color-coded project timeline, a neatly organized binder, and a "don't even try me" attitude. She had a strategy. A plan. A clear structure. And then Ryan walked in 5 minutes late, carrying nothing but a coffee and a questionable amount of confidence. Ava's eye twitched. You're late. Ryan took a casual sip of his drink. You're early. She ignored that. I took the liberty of drafting a detailed 6-month plan. Ryan leaned back in his chair, looking almost amused. Of course you did. Ava slid a stack of neatly printed documents across the table. This outlines our milestones, department check-ins, and reporting schedules. If we stick to it, we'll be on track and efficient. Ryan flipped through it lazily, brow raising. Wow. You really love spreadsheets, huh? Ava crossed her arms. Spreadsheets are the backbone of organization. Ryan smirked. You say that like it's a good thing. Ava ignored him and pressed on. We'll start by integrating HR policies into the new departments, ensuring compliance. Ryan held up a hand. See, that's where we're gonna have a problem. Ava narrowed her eyes. Excuse me? Ryan leaned forward, resting his elbows on the table. Your plan is technically solid, but it's all rules and zero people. You're thinking like a policy handbook, not a company. Ava bristled. We are a company. Ryan grinned. And companies run on people, not just compliance. Ava inhaled sharply. Are you suggesting we ignore policies? Ryan shook his head. I'm saying we should make policies work for people, not the other way around. Ava stared at him. That is literally what policies are for. Ryan tilted his head. Is it? Or do they just make things easier for HR? Ava's blood pressure spiked. You cannot be serious. Ryan's smirk widened. Oh, but I am. Ava clenched her jaw, mentally recalculating all the ways she could survive this project without committing workplace homicide. This was going to be a nightmare. Chapter 4. By the time noon rolled around, the office had officially become a gossip hub. Emails were being ignored, spreadsheets left half-filled, and even Harold from accounting, who usually only spoke in numbers, had joined in. Mark my words, Naomi whispered conspiratorially as she stirred her coffee. This has all the makings of a classic workplace romance. Grumpy boss? Check. Overworked assistant? Check. A suspiciously high number of lunch deliveries? Double check. Lena groaned. Can everyone please focus on their actual jobs? Maya, the receptionist, gasped dramatically. Lena, this is our job now. I regret all my life choices, Lena muttered under her breath. She turned away from the break room chaos and walked back to her desk, only to nearly bump into Ethan, who was standing there, holding yet another takeout bag. Lena squinted at him. Please tell me that's for yourself. Ethan frowned as if the thought was ridiculous. You didn't eat breakfast. Maya squealed from behind them. Oh my God, it's happening. Lena grabbed the takeout bag and speed-walked to her desk before anyone else could add more fuel to the fire. Ethan followed, completely unaffected. I don't get why this is such a big deal, he said, watching her unpack the meal. Lena gave him a pointed look. Ethan, you, a man who barely interacts with people outside of work, have been publicly ensuring my survival like some kind of overprotective guardian angel. Do you not see how this looks? Ethan crossed his arms. So, Lena threw up her hands. People talk. They think there's something going on between us. Ethan didn't respond right away. Then, with the calm of someone discussing stock prices, he said, would it be such a bad thing? Lena choked on air. Excuse me? Ethan tilted his head slightly, as if he genuinely didn't understand the shock. Would it be such a bad thing? Lena opened and closed her mouth, brain short-circuiting. Was he joking? Teasing? Serious? She had no idea, and frankly, that was terrifying. Luckily, before she could embarrass herself further, Naomi conveniently tripped near their desks, dropping an entire stack of files. Oh no, Naomi said, terribly unconvincing. I sure hope someone isn't having an important conversation right now. Lena groaned. I hate this office. Ethan, completely ignoring Naomi's antics, took Lena's water bottle from her desk and placed it beside her lunch. Drink too. And then, as if he hadn't just made Lena question everything, he walked back to his office. Naomi leaned in, whispering like an evil mastermind. You do realize he's already in love with you, right? Lena threw a napkin at her. Chapter 5. Lena spent the rest of the afternoon in full-blown denial mode. Sure, Ethan had been a little more attentive lately. And sure, he had some questionable tendencies, like knowing exactly when she last ate and treating her hydration levels like a company KPI. But that didn't mean anything, right? Unfortunately for Lena, the entire office was hell-bent on proving otherwise. Lena. Maya plopped onto her desk with zero shame. It's time to face the facts. I don't have time for this, Lena replied without looking up from her screen. Oh, but you do. Naomi slid into the conversation like a lawyer presenting irrefutable evidence. Exhibit A, Ethan only buys food for you. Exhibit B, he remembers your coffee order better than you do. Exhibit C, he straight up admitted he wouldn't mind if you two were a thing. Lena pointedly ignored that last part. He's just being a decent human being. Naomi and Maya exchanged a look that screamed she's delusional. Sweetheart, Maya said, voice dripping with pity. Ethan has never in his life been described as a decent human being. Lena glared. He's not that bad. Lena, he once made an intern cry because their PowerPoint didn't have proper alignment. Naomi deadpanned. Okay. Fair point, but still, it didn't mean anything. Maybe Ethan just had a weird way of being. Consider it. Before Lena could further argue, Ethan's office door swung open, and out walked Mr. Handsome Trouble himself. Lena, he said, completely oblivious to the tension in the air. Meeting in 5. Maya practically swooned. Naomi, the menace, winked at Lena before whispering, oh yeah. He's down bad. Lena didn't even have time to protest before she was following Ethan into the conference room, her heart doing something weird in her chest. No. Nope. Not happening. She was not catching feelings for her boss. No way. Chapter 6. Lena sat across from Ethan, internally screaming. It wasn't fair. He was just sitting there, existing, and somehow managing to make her feel unreasonably aware of his presence, so she blurted, hoping to get back to business. What's this meeting about? Ethan didn't immediately answer. Instead, he tapped his fingers against the table, watching her like he was debating something. Then, casually, he said, you don't date co-workers, right? Lena blinked. What? Ethan leaned forward slightly. You said before that office relationships are a bad idea. She frowned. Well, yeah. Have you met the people in this office? They'd turn it into a reality show. Ethan nodded like this was a completely logical answer. So, if someone were interested in you, they'd have to quit. Lena stared. Hypothetically, yes. She squinted. Are you asking because someone's interested in me? Ethan didn't reply immediately. Instead, he gave her a long look before saying, I don't plan on quitting. Lena forgot how to breathe. Was that? Did he just? Her brain short-circuited before she could respond. A loud thump echoed from outside through the glass walls of the conference room. They saw Naomi and Maya scrambling away, looking suspiciously like they'd just been eavesdropping. A moment later, an email popped up on Lena's laptop. HR reminder. Office romances must be disclosed. Lena groaned. I hate this office. Ethan, completely unbothered, just sipped his coffee. Drink more water. Chapter 7. Lena had a problem. And that problem had nothing to do with Ethan's cryptic comments in the conference room. Nope. Not at all. The real problem was that, somehow, everyone in the office knew about IT. IT started with subtle whispers, then came the not-so-subtle stares, and finally, the email subject, office gossip updates from Naomi at TO, Maya LCC, literally half the company, content. Did Ethan Sterling just low-key confess to Lena? Should we prepare wedding invitations? Also, HR is watching. Lena had never hit delete so fast in her life. She slammed her laptop shut, only to look up and see Ethan standing at her desk. He raised an eyebrow. Something wrong? Nope. Nothing at all. She flashed an overly bright smile. Just appreciating work. Love work. So much work. Ethan was not convinced, but before he could interrogate her further, a third party entered the battlefield. Darren was another senior manager, and while he was mostly harmless, he had a reputation for flirting with anyone who had a pulse. Lena, Darren said, leaning against her desk. What's this I hear about a certain boss of ours being smitten? Lena groaned. Darren. Please. No. Ethan, who had been silent up until now, suddenly moved. Not much, just a small, casual shift in stance. But the glare he sent Darren? That was definitely not casual. Darren, ever the idiot, laughed. Oh wow. Someone's being territorial. Ethan crossed his arms. Shouldn't you be working? Darren smirked. Shouldn't you be telling Lena how you really feel? Lena almost fell out of her chair. Ethan did not look amused. You're incredibly annoying. Darren just winked. You're incredibly obvious. And with that, he walked away, leaving Lena sitting there mortified while Ethan just looked mildly inconvenienced. Lena groaned and buried her face in her hands. This is a nightmare. Ethan, completely unbothered, just said, drink more water. Chapter 8. Lena needed space, preferably far, far away from Ethan, so, naturally, she spent her lunch break in the office kitchen, hoping for peace. What she got instead was Maya and Naomi ambushing her. Lena. Naomi sat down dramatically. It's time for an intervention. Maya nodded. You have got to stop pretending you don't like Ethan. Lena groaned. I don't, Lena. Naomi grabbed her shoulders. Babe. Sweetheart. Darling. You are in denial. Maya held up a list. Signs you like Ethan Sterling. Lena stared. You made a list? Oh, absolutely. Maya cleared her throat. Point 1. You blush when he talks to you. Point 2. You get flustered when he looks at you. Point 3. You actively listen to his drink more water lectures. Point 4. You stare at him when you think no one is watching. Point 5. You call him Ethan instead of Mr. Sterling. Lena glared. That list is stupid. Naomi smirked. Is it? Or are you just terrified of admitting the truth? Lena wanted to argue she really did, but the memory of Ethan saying I don't plan on quitting popped into her brain, and suddenly, she had nothing to say. Maya leaned back, smug. Yeah. That's what I thought. Lena hated this office. Chapter 9. Lena had officially given up on avoiding Ethan, mostly because it was impossible, and also because Ethan, in his usual insufferable way, refused to be avoided. Lena, he said that evening, stopping by her desk. Come to my office for a minute. Lena sighed. Am I in trouble? He tilted his head. Should you be? Fair point. She followed him inside, only to find 2 coffee cups on his desk. Here, he said, sliding one toward her. You didn't get coffee earlier. Lena stared at the cup like it might explode. You got me coffee? Ethan raised an eyebrow. I do that all the time. Yeah, but she hesitated. This one has oat milk. I never told you I switched to oat milk. Ethan blinked. You don't have to tell me. I notice things. Lena's brain stopped functioning because oh no, that was dangerously close to being sweet. Ethan took a sip of his coffee like nothing had happened. Anything else you want to tell me? Yeah. I might have a crush on you. Lena panicked and ran away. Ethan just sighed. She's impossible. Chapter 10. Lena needed to get a grip. Her brain was malfunctioning. Point 1. Simple cup of coffee had completely wrecked her, not just because Ethan had brought it for her, but because he had remembered her order. Oat milk. No sugar. Extra foam. She had only switched to oat milk 2 weeks ago. How did he know? She turned the cup in her hands, staring at it as if it held the answers to the universe. The warm aroma of espresso filled her nose, but instead of feeling comforted, she felt like she was on the verge of a full-blown identity crisis. What did this mean? Did Ethan always notice small details like this? Or was she just spiraling over nothing? By the time she made it back to her desk, her entire existence was in question. Naomi noticed immediately. Oh, my God. Naomi gasped, eyes sparkling with dangerous levels of excitement. You look like you just discovered your true feelings. Lena nearly choked. What? No. I don't. What? She scowled. What are you even talking about? Naomi leaned in, grinning like an agent of chaos. The coffee, Lena. Lena's fingers tightened around the cup. Naomi gasped louder. Oh my God. You're freaking out. This is amazing. Maya, walking by, immediately picked up on the energy. What's happening? Lena's losing her mind because Ethan bought her coffee. Lena nearly threw the cup. It's just coffee. Maya raised an eyebrow. He got your order right? Lena hesitated, then sighed. Yes. Maya and Naomi squealed. Lena groaned. You guys are acting like this is a rom-com, Naomi smirked. Because it is. Maya nodded. And you're the oblivious protagonist. Lena glared. I'm blocking both of you. But the damage was done because now, her brain wouldn't shut up, and she had a feeling her best friends wouldn't either. She was right at a T exactly 3 p.m. They sent an email. To Ethan, Chapter 11. Lena didn't notice the email at first. She was too busy avoiding Ethan. She avoided eye contact in meetings, she refused to take the elevator if he was inside, she even pretended to be on a phone call when he walked past her desk. It was working until he showed up with his phone in hand. Lena. Her stomach dropped slowly, she looked up and froze because Ethan was holding up his phone, and the screen showed an email. The subject line? Lena wants to confess but she's a coward. From Naomi R. and Maya L. To Ethan Sterling. Dear boss, Lena is too scared to confess that she likes you. Please handle this. We're tired, sincerely, the entire office. Lena's soul left her body, her best friends were actually traitors. Ethan didn't say anything. He just looked at her, unblinking, unreadable. Finally, he sighed, pocketing his phone. So, you want to confess something? Lena wanted to die. No, she squeaked. Ethan tilted his head. Really? Yes. I mean, no. I mean, panic. Full-blown, meltdown level panic. I mean, okay, maybe I think you're kind of interesting, but that's normal, right? Like, when someone's around you all the time, and they buy you coffee, and they notice things about you, and they say things like I don't plan on quitting, that's just. Ethan took a step closer. Lena's brain short-circuited. Silence. Long unbearable. Then Ethan smirked. So, what I'm hearing is that you like me. Lena exploded. No, you're hearing wrong. Ethan chuckled. Am I? Yes. Absolutely. 100%. Ethan leaned closer. Then why are you blushing? Lena grabbed her phone and ran. Chapter 12. Lena locked herself in the break room. Her phone immediately blew up. Naomi. So, did you confess? Maya, do we need to send another email? Naomi, should we book a wedding venue? Maya, is Ethan still hot when he's smirking? Lena blocked them both, and then, because life hated her, the door opened. Ethan. Standing there, looking annoyingly amused. Are you done running? Lena scowled. No. Ethan sighed. Lena. Her heart stuttered, his voice was too soft, too gentle, too dangerous. I meant what I said, he continued. I don't plan on quitting. And I don't think you should, either. Lena swallowed. She knew exactly what he meant, but she was scared, because this wasn't some silly office crush anymore. This was real, and that was terrifying. But Ethan just waited, like he wasn't in a rush, like he already knew. Lena took a deep breath. And for once in her life, decided to be brave. Okay. Ethan smiled, and just like that, Lena was doomed. Chapter 13. The office lost its mind. The moment Lena and Ethan walked back in together, everyone knew. Naomi gasped. Did we just witness a confession? Maya screamed. Did he kiss you? Lena shoved them both away. Meanwhile, Darren sighed dramatically. Another one bites the dust. Ethan, completely unbothered, just handed Lena a bottle of water. She groaned. Seriously? Ethan smirked. Drink more water. Lena glared. I hate you. Ethan just laughed, and Lena knew she was completely, utterly, and hopelessly screwed, and honestly, she didn't mind one bit. Chapter 14. Lena thought things would be easier now that she and Ethan were together. She was wronged. If anything, things got way more complicated. For starters, Ethan's new favorite hobby was annoying her in the office. He'd find the smallest excuses to come by her desk. Oh, Lena, did you get the updated financial report? Lena, have you seen the Ethan? She deadpanned. This is the marketing department. You don't even work here. Ethan smirked. You caught me. I just wanted to see you. Lena glared. Go away. But he just leaned in, whispering, make me. Naomi and Maya, who were sitting nearby, squealed so loud that Lena had to throw a stapler at them. And then came the real problem. Ryan Carter. Ryan was one of the company's major clients. Handsome, charming, and just the right amount of cocky, and he was very interested in Lena. Lena, you've been avoiding me, Ryan said with a lazy smirk, leaning against her desk. That's not fair. Lena sighed. I'm not avoiding you. I've just been busy. Ryan gave her a knowing look. Too busy to get a drink with me? Before Lena could respond, a shadow loomed over them. Ethan, His expressionless face was somehow worse than usual. Ryan, Ethan greeted flatly. You're blocking my girlfriend's desk. Ryan's smirk faltered. Oh, girlfriend. Lena's entire face heated up. Ethan just casually put his arm around her chair. Yes. Problem? Ryan held up his hands. None at all. He left quickly. Ethan turned to Lena. Why do men keep hitting on you? Lena rolled her eyes. Maybe because I'm likable. Ethan narrowed his eyes. I don't like it. Lena smirked. You sound jealous. Ethan's jaw clenched. I'm not. Lena just patted his cheek. Sure, babe. Whatever you say. Chapter 15. Ethan Sinclair was not subtle. Lena should have expected this, but she was still shocked by how bold he was. For instance, she couldn't get coffee from the break room without Ethan following her. You don't even drink coffee. I do now. You literally just dumped it in the sink. It tasted bad. And meetings, absolute disaster. Lena couldn't focus because Ethan kept stealing glances at her. Blatantly, unapologetically. At one point, he casually brushed his fingers over hers when handing her a document. Maya nearly screamed out loud. Naomi texted, "You're sleeping with the CEO?" Lena immediately replied, "No. Maya, then explain the heart eyes he's giving you." Naomi, "That man is Elovestia UCK. Lena, I will kill both of you." Meanwhile, Ethan was sitting there like a calm, composed liar. When the meeting ended, Lena stormed into his office. Are you trying to make it obvious? Ethan blinked. What do you mean? Lena threw her hands up. You're staring at me. You're following me. People are talking. Ethan tilted his head. Let them. Lena groaned. I hate you. Ethan smirked, leaning closer. No, you don't. Lena turned on her heel and left before she melted into a puddle. Naomi and Maya immediately surrounded her. Naomi, so when's the wedding? Maya, and are we getting designer bridesmaid dresses? Lena, I am blocking both of you. Chapter 16. Lena was trying to be professional. Ethan? Not so much. She was almost successful at keeping things under wraps, until the security cameras betrayed them. The IT department had a habit of catching everything, and they had footage of Ethan and Lena alone in the parking garage. Ethan, pinning her against her car. Lena, laughing up at him with a look that should be illegal. Ethan, leaning in. Lena's soul left her body when she saw the group chat. Naomi, y'all. Look at this. Attached video. Maya, oh my god. Marketing intern. Wait. Sinclair and Lena. Accounting guy. This is better than Netflix. Lena, delete that. Naomi, it's already in the office archives. Babe, Lena wanted to die. She stormed into Ethan's office. We're screwed. Ethan blinked. Why? Lena shoved the phone in his face. This. Ethan shrugged. We look good together. Lena groaned. That is not the point. Ethan just smirked. It kind of is. Lena wanted to throw herself out the window. Chapter 17. The video spread through the company faster than a scandal on Twitter. By lunchtime, everyone had seen it. Marketing was betting on when the official announcement would drop. HR was stressed. Naomi and Maya? Absolutely thriving. Naomi, Lena. The whole office is talking. Maya, Ethan literally just told someone, I don't confirm rumors. But I don't deny them either. Lena's sanity was hanging by a thread. She stormed into the break room, determined to salvage whatever professionalism she had left. And then she heard, oh my god, Lena. Congrats on bagging the CEO. Lena turned. The marketing intern was practically vibrating with excitement. What? No one bagged anything. The intern giggled. He looks at you like you hung the stars. Lena wanted to crawl into the fridge and never return, but the final straw, when she sat at her desk and got an email from HR. Subject: Workplace Relationships and Ethics Guidelines. Lena closed her laptop and walked straight into Ethan's office. Fix it. Ethan looked up, completely unbothered. Fix what? Lena threw her arms up. The office is melting down. HR just emailed me a workplace romance guide. I can't take this. Ethan sighed. Fine. I'll handle it. 30 minutes later. A company-wide email went out. From Ethan Sinclair, CEO. Subject: Regarding recent speculation MSSAG, Lena and I are dating. Resume work. Lena wanted to die. Chapter 18. Lena should have expected it, but she was still not prepared. Naomi and Maya immediately planned a celebratory dinner, but worse, her mother found out and Lena got ambushed. She barely walked through the door when her mother pounced. Lena, "You're dating a CEO?" Lena groaned. "Please don't, you could have told Emmy. I was trying to process it myself." "Processing? Child, do you know how many aunties I need to call?" Lena sighed. "Mother, I'm begging you." Her mother ignored her. "When's the wedding?" Lena nearly collapsed. "We just started dating." Her mother scoffed. "And?" Lena buried her face in her hands and then her phone rang. Ethan. Lena froze. Her mother snatched the phone and answered. "Hello, son-in-law." Lena wanted to die. Chapter 19. Lena couldn't breathe. Her mother was on the phone with Ethan and she had just called him son-in-law. Lena lunged. Give me the phone." Her mother sidestepped with terrifying agility, moving like she was in an Olympic event. "Shush, I'm talking to my future son-in-law." Lena groaned. "He's not," but she heard Ethan's voice on speaker. "Calm as ever. Good evening, Lena froze. Her mother gasped. "Oh, he's polite." Lena gawked. "Obviously. He's a CEO." "Lena, be quiet," her mother scolded, then turned back to the phone. "Ethan, dear, what are your intentions with my daughter?" Lena almost fainted. Her entire soul left her body. She grabbed at the phone, but her mother dodged again. Ethan, of course, sounded cool and composed. "I intend to take good care of her." Lena's mother beamed. "Do you hear that, Lena? He's a keeper." Lena stared into the void. "I am living in a nightmare." Her mother waved a hand. "Shush, let me finish my interview." Lena gave up. Ethan was clearly enjoying this. "I like your approach, he added. "It's always best to be direct." Lena's mother giggled. Lena screamed internally. Chapter 20. Naomi and Maya had set a trap. Lena realized it too late. "This isn't a casual dinner," she muttered as she sat down. Maya grinned. "Nope." Naomi smirked. "This is a full-blown interrogation." Lena groaned and turned to Ethan. "Did you know about this?" Ethan, the traitor, took a sip of wine and shrugged. "I had my suspicions." Maya leaned forward, resting her chin on her hands. "So, who fell first?" Lena pointed at Ethan. "Him." Ethan gestured at Lena. "Ha." Naomi and Maya gasped. Maya slapped the table. "Oh, my God. You're in a romance novel." Naomi, still in shock, whispered, "This is better than reality TV." Ethan smirked. "She's the main character." Lena choked on her water. "Stop saying things like that." Maya grabbed Lena's hands. "Girl. Details." Lena glared at Ethan. "You first." Ethan leaned back, smug. "I've liked Lena since she argued with me over email formatting." Naomi's jaw dropped. Lena's face turned bright red. "You remember that?" "I remember everything about you." Maya and Naomi screamed. The waiter looked concerned. Lena buried her face in her hands. "This is my villain origin story." Ethan chuckled. "At least you'll be a cute villain." Naomi fanned herself. "I can't handle this level of CEO romance." Maya wiped a fake tear. "We've raised her so well." Lena, defeated, reached for the breadbasket. "I hate you all." Ethan, still entirely too smug, poured her another glass of wine. "No, you don't." Maya and Naomi screamed again. Chapter 21. Monday morning arrived, and Lena immediately sensed something was wrong. People were whispering, staring. Grinning, she turned to Maya, narrowing her eyes. "Why does it feel like everyone knows something I don't?" Maya pulled out her phone and snickered. "Oh, because they do." She held up the screen. A meme.it was a photo of Ethan staring at Lena with undeniable heart eyes. The caption, "When the CEO is down bad but still pretends he's in charge." Lena's soul left her body. "Where did this come from?" she shrieked. Maya, grinning like a menace, said, "Oh, it's gone viral in the company group chats." Lena grabbed the phone. "Delete it." Maya shrugged. "I would, but HR already saw it, so." Lena froze. "HR saw it." Maya handed her a second phone. "Oh yeah, speaking of that." Lena took it, hands shaking. From subject, reminder, Workplace romance policies, she screamed internally, then her desk phone rang, she snatched it up. If this is HR, I swear, a familiar chuckle came through the line. Lunch. Lena groaned. Of course, it was him, Ethan, she whispered, glancing around. Everyone knows. Ethan, entirely too calm, replied, and HR sent me an email. Did you read it? No, Ethan sighed. Lena. What? It's a reminder. Lena blinked. So, it's not an issue. It just says we can't let our relationship affect work. Lena paused. Wait. Our relationship? Ethan smirked through the phone. Yes. Our relationship. Lena's brain short-circuited. A lunch in 15, Ethan said smoothly. See you then, sweetheart. Click. Lena stared at the phone. Maya cackled. Naomi, passing by, high-fived Maya. Lena dropped her head onto her desk. This is my villain origin story. Lena wasn't sure how she got here. One moment, she was just trying to survive back-to-back meetings and a ridiculous number of emails. The next, she was sitting on Ethan's office couch, arms crossed as he smirked at her like she was his personal entertainment. Say it, he murmured. Lena narrowed her eyes. Say what? Ethan leaned in slightly. That you're mine. She snorted. Ethan, we work together. There are rules. Name one rule I actually follow. She had to admit he had a point. Still, she huffed. People might talk. Ethan shrugged. Let them. She gave him a look. You do realize that as the CEO, literally everything you do becomes office gossip, right? He smirked. Exactly. If everyone already assumes we're dating, why not make it official? Lena's lips parted, but no words came out. Ethan chuckled. Flustered. No, she denied. Too quickly, his grin widened. Cute. Before she could threaten his life, her phone pinged. A company-wide email. She read the subject line and groaned. HR notice. A gentle reminder about workplace conduct. Ethan, peering over her shoulder, burst out laughing. Lena facepalmed. This is your fault. You're the one who told me to act natural, he pointed out. Natural does not mean holding my hand in the middle of a board meeting, Ethan. Why not? Because people fainted. He grinned. That was entertaining. She glared. It caused a company-wide crisis. Small price to pay. She groaned. Why was she in love with this menace? Epilogue. A few months later, it was painfully clear to the entire company that Lena and Ethan were together mostly because 1. Ethan was completely shameless. He insisted on bringing Lena coffee every morning. Himself. 2. Maya, their mutual friend, was worse. She made a PowerPoint presentation titled Why Lena and Ethan Are the Cutest Power Couple and forced everyone to watch it. 3. HR officially surrendered. Their latest email simply said, at this point, we're just tired. Lena sat at her desk, reading that email, struggling between laughter and second-hand embarrassment. Maya peeked over her shoulder and whistled. New record. HR lasted a whole month before breaking. Ethan, appearing out of nowhere, leaned over Lena's desk. Lunch, he murmured. Lena sighed. Ethan, don't you have CEO things to do? He smirked. I do. But you're more interesting. Maya fake gagged. I'm reporting this to HR. Lena and Ethan, in unison, they already gave up. Maya grinned. Fair point. Carry on. As Ethan led Lena toward the elevator, he whispered, dinner later. Lena rolled her eyes. Fine. But if you take me to another Michelin star restaurant, I'm making you eat instant noodles for a week. Ethan smirked. So you're staying over? Lena, realizing she walked into that trap, groaned. Maya's cackling could be heard from across the office. And HR, they simply closed their inbox. They had suffered enough.
Ethan's POV, the art of annoying and loving Lena. I never planned to fall for Lena. It just happened. One day, she was just another employee, brilliant, hardworking, a little too serious. The next, I was ruining my own schedule just to have an excuse to talk to her, and when I realized she was utterly immune to my charm, oh, I was doomed. Step 1. Make her notice. I tried everything, bringing her coffee, stealing her pens, accidentally scheduling unnecessary meetings. Nothing worked. Lena just sighed, rolled her eyes, and kept working. Maya, Our mutual friend was dying of secondhand embarrassment. You are a CEO, Ethan. Act like it. I am. No, you're acting like a 6-year-old with a crush. She had a point. So I escalated. Step 2, make everyone else notice. If Lena wouldn't pay attention to me, then everyone else would. I started acting natural, or so I claimed. Held her hand in a board meeting, brought her lunch. In front of everyone. Leaned against her desk whenever possible. The office went feral. HR sent warnings. Maya started a betting pool. Lena still pretended not to care, but I noticed the way her ears turned red every time victory was near. Step 3, checkmate. One day, she finally snapped. Ethan, she groaned. Why are you like this? I smirked. Like what? Annoying. Oh, I said casually, it's just for you. She froze. For the first time, Lena was speechless. I grinned. I win. She muttered something under her breath that sounded like a threat. A week later, we were dating. HR gave up. Maya threw a party. And me, I was just getting started. Epilogue, the CEO who won't shut up. Dating Lena was fun, mostly because she pretended to hate how affectionate I was. But she never stopped leaning into me, and she thought I didn't notice. One night, while we were out for dinner, she sighed dramatically. I still don't understand how this happened. I smirked. Simple. I annoyed you into loving me. She kicked me under the table. I laughed. She was mine now, and I was never letting go.